Hey gamers, thanks for tuning to Fire Chicken Review, a channel that we love to talk about some cool custom products that you can get for your favorite games out there. Today I got a new one for you. I'm going to be doing a review of some sleeves that I got. And interesting enough, not reaching out to the company actually reached out to me when I was at the Canadian Grand Championships, and I said, by all means, I would love to do a review of your product. Brand new company. I'll be linking their website as well as a 20% discount code in the section to the left here. So check it out. It'll be there once I post the video. And yeah, it's a very interesting, very brand new. They only have two types of sleeves. They both come in 150 packs. They actually come in packs of 75. So there's 275 packs in here. Either in black matte or crystal clear, so you can have opaque sleeves or clear sleeves. And I'll be talking about the sleeves here very soon. So yeah, like I was saying, met up and they contacted me while I was at the Canadian Grand Championships. By the way, that's where this beautiful segue here to this Bumblebird mat that you see, and these Bumblebird sleeves, which were prize support at the Grand Championships. So the sleeves themselves, so Ryker sleeves, brand new company. They come in only standard size, like I was saying, and they come in the black or the clear. Very interesting. I'll be showing you the inside of this here shortly, but they come in two packs of 75, which I thought was a little bit different. But if you're like me and you play KeyForge, well, a deck of cards for KeyForge requires 36 cards. 37 if you count the Archon card, so that's leaving you with actually one sleeve left over. It equals out to 74 sleeves that you'll need for your 37 Archon deck there. So that's actually really interesting that this is perfect for KeyForge because it will fit 4 decks basically, where you find a lot of the other sleeves when they come in 100 packs. You actually have to buy, and I'm a nerd, so I did the math. You actually have to buy 900 sleeves to fit 25 decks exactly. And I'm sure the comments below will correct me if I'm wrong with that. But speaking about this product, like I said, so 275 packs, perfect, leaving you a card left over if a card has issue. But I'll be showing here in a bit. I'm a little bit afraid to do it, but I'll be showing you how durable these card sleeves are. And I hate destroying sleeves, not cards, but cards as well. But you'll see. We'll get into it. So the back here, this is open because I wanted to make sure that I actually did a good review here. So I actually took one of the decks and took it to a local chain-bound event, shuffled the heck out of my cards so that I could get a really good feel and be able to give a good review. So they say here, hey, professional grade durability. I'll be talking about that. Effortless shuffle. A little bit of a spoiler. I give the shuffling of these sleeves. These are the best sleeves that I've dealt with so far, and I've used quite a few different types of sleeves for shuffling decks. Like I'm a little bit shocked how well these shuffle. Crystal clear front. To be honest, yeah, I'll be showing that to here. PVC acid-free and tournament use, which is a little bit of an odd thing, but they're saying that, hey, these are perfect for competitive players. They got questions, and hey, they're in Canada, this group here, and like I said, they're based off of Toronto, and the sleeves themselves are made in China. So yeah, it just says there that there's 150. So when I was saying I opened up one pack, but bam, there's one pack. And here's the pack that I opened. And as you can see, there's some left over because I used this sleeve, my KeyForge. So it's interesting. Nothing too fancy. This is like very normal, what you would expect. So it's nice and sealed. Nothing too crazy about the sleeves here. So you can reseal this, open it up. Very straightforward for any sleeves. And this is what the sleeve looks like without anything in it. When you look at it, you don't see anything that really stands out or pops out that looks abnormal. It just looks like normal sleeves. So it's not until you really test them out. And so that's what I did with one of my interesting decks here for KeyForge. I took the geologist that pwns matrimony. So I'll show it here. And don't worry about the QR code. I already scanned this. So took this and I was like, hey, took this to a local chain bound event, and I said, hey, I'll take this deck and see how well. And now this is effortless shuffling. I'm not sure how well you're gonna be able to tell in the video, but this is really crazy, just how well this shuffles here for me. I find that I'm a really terrible shuffler, so this is how I shuffle all my sleeves, and it shuffles really nicely. So the front here is your typical mat that you have, so this is black mat, and when they were talking about crystal clear here, it's pretty clean. You see that, you know, I don't have too much about the front that I want to talk about. I do want to talk, though, that being said, let me see, get a little bit better picture. These fit the KeyForge cards quite well. KeyForge cards are actually about 1 millimeter longer, or taller, I should say, than your average like Magic or standard cards. So this still fits well. If you wanted to get it in there just a little bit more, you will have to push it down slightly, just so that you get that little bit of an edge instead of it having it right up to the top. And you can see the difference there if I bring it up. If you put it in without any effort, it'll go in like the top, and you'll have a little bit at the bottom that you can squeeze in. And with a little bit of effort, you can put down a little bit. These are able to double sleeve. I don't double sleeve any of my cards. I don't find that there's a need to. I don't have any cards that are worth like thousands upon thousands of dollars, like some Magic cards that you might see, or decks at least. But yeah, the front's really nice. I like the matte finish on the back, and the biggest thing that I find is that shuffling it is a breeze. Like, this is really fun to shuffle, which sounds odd, but you know, when you get your little ticks and you're in the middle of the game, or you're frantically shuffling for your tournaments, it works really nice. One little thing that I do notice about these sleeves is that I find they move slightly more, like not too bad here, but they do, you can bump your sleeves a little bit easier, I find. Like, this is the sleeves, me not putting too much effort, like that does move, because the front is so smooth that it does move quite easily. So you just gotta be careful, I find, with these sleeves compared to, let me take some other sleeves I have here. So these are, to compare, these are Ultra Pro, just your normal Ultra Pro, which have that lame sticker, which I'm not a big fan of. And if I was to compare, you probably won't tell that big of a difference, but yeah, it's really hard to show it here, but these move slightly more. Like, if I do that, you're like, yeah, sure, whatever. But the big thing is, let me show you shuffling this. It takes a little bit more effort, so I have to push down a little bit harder. And these are just regular Ultra Pro sleeves. I find it's a little bit harder than shuffling these, which these are my favorite shuffle I've seen. Like, no effort, I don't have to put any force into it. It just shuffles by itself almost. It's really nice. Again, like, oh, maybe this is a better example. You can't really see it too much, and it's hard unless you have the cards, but I find that this moves around just slightly too much. Like, I give this like slippery aspect, like I give it like a 7, like, where the Ultra Pros, nothing's gonna be perfect, they're not weight or anything. The Ultra Pros don't move as much. And yeah, so that's what I have for that. Those are the biggest complaint is I find that the front is a little bit slippery, so when you have that, they may move around a bit. But the biggest boon is definitely just how easily it shuffles. So that, again, just showing how easily it shuffles there. I showed the Ultra Pro. Here's some Fantasy Flight sleeves to show in comparison. And again, they're all pretty similar, I find. A little bit harder. And here I took some size. These are Ultra Pro Eclipse, which are really nice. A little bit more on the expensive end. They still don't, ooh, yeah, I'm a terrible shuffler. They don't shuffle as nicely. Compared to this just shuffles easily. Taking all the cards. I'm looking through my camera, that's why I'm shuffling so bad and nervous, I swear. So yeah, just effortless shuffling. And then just quickly showing, because I'm a shuffle fanatic apparently, these are dragon shields, which the dragon shields are some of my favorite sleeves out there. These do shuffle nicely, and I have used these sleeves for a while. So the more you use the sleeves, you know, you'll break down and they'll become easier to shuffle. So overall, this is what I wanted to show for these sleeves. A very quick thing. I'm no sleeve expert. One of my favorite sleeves, as I was mentioning, are just dragon shields, probably followed by Ultra Pro Eclipse. I am a big fan of FFG art sleeves, but they wear out a little bit easier and they do break down. And then the sleeves I normally buy, because I'm a cheap person, is I'll buy just the Ultra Pro normal ones for not too much. But funny enough, the 150 cards here of Ryker sleeves, they only cost 11 US. And if you buy 2 packs, so if you spend 22 US dollars, they have free shipping as far as I can see within Canada and probably the States, and maybe international as well. So that is pretty cheap. And also, if you watch their video, they talk about just how durable these are. So I'm going to show you, and I hate doing this. Let's see if it's actually true. Is I am using quite a bit of force, and this won't. Oh God, this is gonna. Yeah, there you go. I'm sure I gave everyone a heart attack dropping my camera, but that took quite a bit of force. So unless you are extremely trying to tear apart your sleeves, normally the sleeves are gonna break faster. So check it out. This was Ryker sleeves, the black matte. Biggest boon, like I said, is just how easy these sleeves shuffle. One slippery flaw. Other than that, though, these are the right price. I love how easy it is to shuffle. 150, these are perfect for KeyForge. I highly recommend these for KeyForge. If I was to rate this, I would put this in between, maybe just slightly behind or about par with the Ultra Pro Eclipse, and then the Dragon Shield just a little bit above. So they're in between those two, which is really high quality sleeves that have been out for a while. So I hopefully you enjoyed the review, and let me know what you think in the comments.